So I realized that I hadn't done an example of the squeeze theorem with a limit at somewhere other than a number. So in this case, I wanted to try a limit as x approaches infinity of this function, sine of x over x plus 1. So here's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and remind you again that we oftentimes see the squeeze theorem with trigonometric functions. It's normal. It happens a lot. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to tweak this just ever so slightly and try to find the limit as x approaches infinity. So again, try to start off. It's usually a good idea to start off by thinking about sine and cosine, especially, being less than or equal to 1. Now, in the last example, we saw a case where it didn't really work, but I promise you in this case, and in most cases, it will work. Okay? So, here we go. In this situation, I'm still going to try to bound it here between -1 and +1, and so I'm just going to try to make my middle function look like the function up there. So the first thing I'm going to do is divide everything by x. So I'm going to take this -1 over x is less than or equal to sine of x over x is less than or equal to 1 over x. Now, the other thing that needs to do, I need to add 1. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to take -1 over x plus 1 is less than or equal to sine of x over x plus 1 is less than or equal to 1 over x plus 1. Now that I've got that down, I can start worrying about these limits. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to work on this first one. Limit as x approaches infinity of -1 over x plus 1. So, hopefully you guys remember from the other videos from when we did this before. When we take a limit as x goes to infinity of some number over x, that's just going to go to 0. So, watch me do this, okay? I'm taking this first part, this -1 over x, and it goes to 0. So, that means that we're going to have 0 plus 1, which is just 1. All right, let me go ahead and switch over to the other side. So, do the same kind of thing. Limit as x approaches infinity of 1 over x plus 1. So, let me repeat. If you have some number over x and you take its limit toward infinity, it's just going to go to 0. So, we have 0 plus 1, which is just 1. So, notice again, we have this situation. Both of my limits go to the same place. They both go to 1. So, that means this limit up here at the top, it goes to 1. And that's it. That's all I had to do. Hope you all have a great day.